Good afternoon, Samuel, and I believe you're okay. Thanks for your time too. Yes, quick one. This season has been, if we are to describe one of the good seasons for you in Saudi Arabia. Personally, how will you describe your season so far?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you too. First of all, I want to thank God Almighty for this opportunity. My season so far has been good. For me personally, I believe in teamwork, and as a football player, I use my talent, what I have within me to help my teammates. The season has been good. I've played 13 matches. I've made 2 assists. I've scored 1 goal, even though VAR has rejected 4 of my goals. But I think my input with the team has been great, and I think we are 6 on the table out of 17 teams. So I think for me personally, it's good. When I went to Saudi Arabia, it has been 3 years now, and this season is the last season in my contract. And all the 2 seasons I've been playing good. My first season I scored 7 goals, 3 assists in 20 matches, and in my second league, I bring the team back to the Premier League, and this season also has been good. So I think for me personally, I'm having a good season.
Personally, when the season is about to start, we know that everybody sets a personal target for himself. Have you been able to reach your personal target for the season?
Yeah, for me personally, I've not really reached my personal target, but I think we still have more games. That's how football is. Sometimes maybe at the start of the season, things really doesn't go exactly what you want. But if you believe in yourself and you keep working hard, as for me, everyone who knows me knows I'm a good worker. I work hard in training and everywhere. So I think for me, we still have more games to play. And I think maybe by the end of the season, everything will be good, and I'll achieve my target. Yeah.
You were part of Ghana's journey throughout the qualification to the African Cup of Nations, which we are currently here in Cameroon. You were part of all the games and other stuff. Describe how the journey was when we were playing the qualifications.
Yeah, for me personally, I think the journey wasn't easy, because that was my first qualification for the Ghana Blaster. 2019, I just came in when the qualification has been done, and I just was part of the provisional squad to the 2019 AFCON. So this Cameroon 2021 basically was my first qualifiers. I've played for Ghana. I played some games. I played against Sudan. I played against Sao Tome. And all the games I played, we won, and we have a good qualification. Even though it was tough, how African football is. It's just boom, boom, boom. But God being so good, we qualified, and now we are here in Cameroon. Yeah.
Which of the games throughout the journey would you say that it was the toughest for you as a player and for the entire team?
Yeah, for me, I think against Sudan in Ghana was very, very tough for me, because I know a couple of players in the Sudan team. They watch the Saudi Arabian league, and they know how I play. So me basically they were on me. Wherever I go, they just don't give me space. They were just kicking me. I think even that game I was out in the second half. I got some wrist injury. So I think that was the toughest game for me. Yeah.
Then came the qualification for the World Cup as well. For the African Cup of Nations, we will come back to the preparations and Cameroon proper. But let's look a little at the qualification for the World Cup. I think, I'm not in your mind anyway, but I think that it was the most difficult journey for you as a player and for the entire team.
Yeah, for me, as I was saying, this was also my first qualification for the World Cup. To be part of the national team, I think, we all knows, most of the time, those outside, they think it's just easy to wear the national team jersey and go out there. We want to win as a player, but sometimes, what we expect, we doesn't get it. I think the qualification for the World Cup, it wasn't easy. We all saw what happened against Zimbabwe. We scored them 1-0, and at the end of the game, we just did a little mistake and we conceded. By God being so good, against South Africa, we were able to score them 1-0. Now we are just waiting for the draw of the playoff. Then we will just go in. But for now, we just have to concentrate on the AFCON, and everything will come up.
That game against South Africa, when it was left with about 10 minutes to end the game, how were you feeling on the bench?
Yeah, for me, from the start of the game to the end of the game, I wasn't, I wasn't beat. I wasn't okay. I was a little bit scared. Not scared because South Africa will score us. I was scared because how these African referees, the way they behave and the way they do so things. But when we got the penalty and we scored, for me, they got some chances where they were supposed to score. But that is football. When I was there, 10 minutes for the end of the game, I was a little bit scared because I was like, hey, even if they get penalty also and they equalize, what are we gonna do? Are we going to qualify for the playoff, or South Africa will be going? But that is football. God was so good, and we just took the 3 points. Yeah.
Now we've come all the way to Cameroon, and before we got to Cameroon, the Black Stars were at a camping, base in Doha. You were part of the team during the camping process in Qatar before the team came here. How will you describe the camping process, and how important will you say it was for the team?
Yeah, for me, I think most of the time, whenever the national team is having a tournament and the camping goes out from the nation, maybe to Dubai or Qatar or any other country, for me, I think for me personally, I think it's very good for me because we all see what the pitches in Qatar. It was very good, the condition, the atmosphere was very good for us. For me, the preparation it was good. We had enough training and good section, but the little problem because of the COVID, most of the players were not able to report to camp in time, and we cannot blame the players, we cannot blame the technical staffs, we cannot blame everybody. But this is how it's supposed to be. Now the COVID is everywhere, it's scary now, and I know most of the European clubs, they are protecting their players from this COVID. So I think for me, the preparation was good and everything. Yeah.
Ahead of Ghana's first game against Morocco, I'm sure you were very optimistic that Ghana will be able to win that game against Morocco. But on the 83rd minute, Ghana conceded and lost the game 1-0. How disappointing was it?
Yeah, I was very, very disappointed as a player because even though I did not play, I was at the bench. But we are a team, and I was even counting myself being in the field because even if I was in the field and this thing happened, what would I feel? So how the players were feeling. That was exactly the same thing I was feeling. Yeah, it was a bad day. Even though we got some chances, the first half shot from pencil, the second half from pencil again, the one they did kick. We got a whole lot of chances. Even though we not created a lot of chances, but I think there were some chances we were supposed to score. But that's how it's football. Morocco didn't even get any clear chance, but that is football. When maybe the luck is not on your side, that's what happens. Yeah.
Ghana plays the next game against Gabon. As a player in the team, how have you, the players, prepared in terms of psyching yourself, speaking, and then preparing your minds for that particular game? Because it appears to be a very tough game, and you need to win that particular game. How prepared are you as a player?
Yeah, for me as a player, I think I've prepared mentally, physically and spiritually. But all the same, I cannot do everything on my own. So as a team, we need to support each other. The first game against Morocco, it really brought us down. The comment on social media and a whole lot of stuff. But I always say, as a footballer, if you want to be part of the national team, the Black Stars, you need to be mentally strong, because when we win, the Ghanaians are happy, but when we lose, the insult will come. But the insult sometimes it motivates us to push very, very hard, because I know Ghanaians, they love the Black Stars, they love Ghana, they want the best for us. So sometimes when they insult us and the bad comment, we need to take it in a good faith. And I think the players have taken it in a good faith. And as you can see, we were there at training today. The boys were doing everything all in, all out, and we are ready for Gabon.
Do you usually go to social media to read comments after maybe a national team game to see the reaction of Ghanaians?
Yeah, normally, me, I have a fan page. And I have a social media, Instagram, Twitter, and all those kind of stuff. Me personally, when like maybe Ghana lose matches and all that, there are some people like who normally they will send you messages directly, they will insult you, they will do all of that. But as I was saying, like it's normal. Like I've been part of the team, even though I'm not old, but I've been part of the team from 2019 till now. I think almost 3 years now. So little by bit, now I'm getting experience, and we have old players like Andrea, you, Jordan, and Amate. Like they always motivate us. They always tell we shouldn't listen to what Ghanaians are saying. Like I know, as I was saying, Ghanaians, they love blasters, and even they insult, like they insult us maybe like because they want us to push more, they want us to win, So for me, for instance, like I get a whole lot of comments and all those stuff, but it doesn't really bother me a lot. Me, I know myself, I know my quality, and I know what I can do to help the club. Sometimes football, you have bad days and you have good days. So when the bad days comes, you let it go and you focus on the other games. Yeah.
Let's go a little bit away from football. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is rice and beans with fried plantain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though I'm an Ashanti, but I don't normally eat food too much. Yeah.
Is it because that is the easiest food for you to prepare when you are in camp?
Oh no, it's not the easiest food for me to prepare, but I went to Europe very early. And since I went to Europe, I've not been able like to eat those kind of food. In Europe, like everywhere you go, rice and all those kind of stuff. So even when I come to Ghana, I don't even have time to eat those kind of food, banku and those kind of stuff. Yeah.
What's your best game apart from football?
My best game, I think, for me is table tennis.
You know how to play table tennis very well?
I'm good, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, if you have to count yourself from 1 to 5 in the Black Stars, where will you place yourself in terms of playing table tennis?
1 to 5. I have not played with any Blaster player.
Because I'm told Gideon Mensah is also a very good player.
You are told Gideon Mensah is very good. Okay. I have not played with Gideon Mensah, but the one I know is very good at playing is Boachi Adam. But Boachi Adam, I was with him in Serbia. He played when I was in Chukwuemeka, he was in Western, so I used to visit him, and he knows how I play. So for me, from 1 to 10, I will count myself 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So who is your favorite musician in Ghana?
I don't have a favorite musician. Like me, I listen to good music. We have a lot of good musicians in Ghana. When anyone like who brings out with a good music, we just go out and I just listen. As they're the same people. They are supporting us. They read the players. I'm not sure. Maybe some of the musicians also have favorite players. Ghana, when you are playing good, they support you. The same thing like the musicians. When you are doing good, we support you. So me, I don't really have favorite. But me, I listen to all out. Yeah. Even I listen to South African music. Yeah.
Do you like reggae, funky, high life, hip life?
Yeah,
R&B?
I used to listen Bob Marley and his son Damian Marley and Nas. Yeah, these are the one or two dance artists. Like reggae. I used to listen.
Also, thank you very much for your time. Your schedule is very tight, but you've gotten about 15 minutes for us, and we are very much grateful for your time. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
You're welcome.
We wish you all the best going forward in the tournament.
Thank you very much.